Hey guys, and welcome to another video from the Parrott Bros. Now, as you can see in front of me, I've got a few little pieces that have been painted. Some of these are things you can do for absolutely free, assuming you have a little bit of paint in your shed or your garage, which you probably do if you're a bit of a car guy, and some QS style rear spats. Now these, I think they look great, more so on a lighter colour, not black, because if you do them black, you get that nice little contrast, especially if you've got that rear diffuser. It really sort of breaks it up and it stops a tiny bit of dirt flicking up, I guess. But mainly for looks. And also I'll show you around a few other things I've done. I've actually fitted the white rotors, the rotor D154s that I had on the Noggy. And I think it looks absolutely wicked. Now, I was a bit 50-50 about it because obviously white against silver, it's a very similar colour, so it sort of clashes really light. But with the black graphics and the black roof, I actually think it works quite well. And it saves me selling them because I've got a set of brand new Michelin PS5s on them, so some really, really decent tyres. I've fitted the Bilsteins. I'll show you around them as well as a couple of fixes should you have some issues with the screws on your rear splash guards, inner arches, because it's quite common people break those. So before we get stuck into it, let's jump to that intro. So previously I'd done a video on how to refurbish these. Now there's a few ways of doing it. This time I've done it slightly differently. But before, you can buy, I think it's called plastic bumper paint from Halfords, and that gives it that nice sort of textured matte black finish. Now I've actually gone for a satin black and then used a clear lacquer and put a couple of coats on, so it has a very faint shine just to match the roof on this, because obviously this has got the Quattro Sport style roof, which is a metallic black. I wanted to put a metallic trim on, and I think they look absolutely brilliant. Before, they're all pitted and grey at the bottom where the paint had started to wear off. All I did was split it, and if you just pull it apart, you'll be able to lift that middle bit out. Paint it all separately, do 2 or 3 coats, decent coats, and then a couple of coats of lacquer, and you should be good for a few years. They're at the front, they're going to stone chip, but for an afternoon on a Sunday in the garden, I would recommend putting a sheet out, not to paint the grass, and you won't get in trouble for that one, or mow the grass straight after. Win-win. And these Quattro Sport style rear spats, you can either buy genuine ones, but they will run you probably, I think they're about 250, 300 quid, they're expensive. But Cloud9 Customs do them. I'll put a link down to their eBay shop. They do them, I think there's £70 last time I looked for the pair. Now they may come just 3D printed black. I actually got given these by a friend of mine, Phil, top man Phil, and I flatted them back because they were red, and I painted them. You can still see a little bit of red there, just where I was holding it when painting it. And I've done them again, satin black, few coats of lacquer, and these actually screw into your inner arches. Now usually that's not a problem, but when you get to one of these cars and they're sort of 20-year-old plus, a lot of the times people have messed the fixings up, or they start to rust because obviously they're sat in the wheel arch, they're going to get covered in water, then covered in mud, and then sit there until they rot away. Now, I've actually had that on the other side, so what I've done is move one from a lower section to the upper bit where these are going to be mounting. There's enough screws in there to not flap about. You can replace them, they simply slide on, but I'll show you that in a minute. I'll tell you what, let's get set up and fit these front grills, shall we? See what it looks like. Okay, so this will be a little bit trickier for me because of the Vortex front bumper, because it has this extra lip that I need to contend with, and the way I had to take them out, I actually had to take them out the wrong end first, so this may be a little bit fun, but you can already see, look at that, the gloss black versus the contrast on that. I do need to retouch up that grille, but these, I think I had to put this end in first to get it to tuck behind and then feed it in. Oh, look at that. It just looks so much cleaner. So much cleaner. Let's get that middle one. And this is something you can do at home, free, or if you're going to go and buy some paint, maybe a tenner, and it really, really, really lifts the front end. Now again, this one, I have to put both sides in first. This was a bit more of a pain in the butt because of the Vortex lip. It's just a case of slowly working it back onto the fixings. That's the only problem with this. Because of this lip, it just sits over the top. There we go. Beautiful. Plus that is never ever going to go anywhere. We don't have to worry about that falling out. Let's stick that last one in, then I'll give you a good look around the front bumper. I think this makes such a big difference, and for a couple of hours when it's dry, on a sunny afternoon, nice and simple, and it really lifts the front of the car. It takes it from being sort of tired looking. I might actually trim the clip off of that, or bend it, because this side's got a boost pipe sat just in the way, and this one did sit a little bit proud and I didn't like it. What's it touching on? So that's the other problem, is if you have a V6 bumper with a front mount, or what was the options? V6 bumper with a front mount or a Votex with a front mount, you may have a few issues fitting your grills just because the front mount just sits proud of where you want it to. There we go. Oh. Not happy with this side fitting. I'll have to have a fettle with this side, I think. Because the problem is there's one clip, there we go. There we go, perfect. Yeah, this side just doesn't sit behind the Votex like the other side, which is a little bit annoying. I might try and, problem is I don't want to push it too hard, and then scratch the paint. It's the only downside. Right, we'll call that a win for the time being. Let's take it off and have a bit of a look around. It just looks so much nicer. I mean, you can see the colour difference from the top to the bottom. I know it's quite dark down here, but look how clean that looks. See, that's what I mean at the front here. It just doesn't sit. It could do with going in a bit, but I'll play with that. Right, let's move on to those rear spats, shall we? Oh, let's give you a quick look at these white wheels. I think they look great. We'll get a shot later on when it's all down, everything's fitted. But let's get those rear spats on. So when fitting these rear spats, they actually mount at the bottom, tipping upwards. So they basically cover from the line at the top here to this line here where the sort of the bumper has that sort of second looking part. And they just use two of the fixings from your existing wheel arch. Now, normally that's absolutely fine, and on this side it works really well. I'll show you quickly. Let me just grab a Torx 25. Now, you can use your existing fixings, no problem at all. And they simply wind in, and behind there's a little metal sort of U-shaped trim which sits there nicely. And these hold on absolutely fine. I mean, if it's enough to hold your inner arch on, it's enough to hold these on, no bother. So fitting couldn't really be easier, providing your car has the fixings necessary. And the fit is actually really, really nice. And that's it. That is it fitted. Now let me show you it from the other side, and then we'll show you what the problem area is like. So let's go around this other side. So that's it fitted. And I think they look absolutely fabulous. They fit really well. There's a tiny gap all the way around. And for a 3D printed item, very, very good. And the finish you get is absolutely lovely. Now, let's see if we can get a silhouette side on. Show you what they look like, because it's quite hard to see on the video. But yeah, they've just got that nice profile there where they'll just stop some of the flick. But the fitting, again, is really, really nice. And for something, I think they look really good. Really, really good. And they've just two fixings there, and that's it. No double-sided tape, no nothing. Now let's go over the other side and I'll show you what problems you could run into. So this is what it looks like behind your bumper. Now, there's these fixings which mount on the bumper, and this one's actually in the wrong place anyway. But basically, we're going to be using this one here and this one here. These are your two fixings, nice and simple. And they have these, I don't know how well it's going to show it, but they have these little metal clips. Now, I actually had an issue with one, and that was basically because it had rotted away. So the hole was a lot bigger, and it basically did nothing. See there, they're right in the middle. Oh, I don't know if you can see that on camera, but there's a bit of rot in the middle, and basically it wouldn't allow a screw to go through. So I pinched one from further down here, which I will replace. You can buy these, you can buy bags of these. Just make sure you get the right size fit in. They're probably on eBay for a couple of quid. And then all you want to do is just push it I actually put it on the metal behind because then you'll get a slightly better fixing. And then just make sure it lines up so you can see it. Give it a little test fit. Don't just go and ram a... So that fits in there nice. And don't just go and ram a what do you call it in there, like a self-tapper or something like that, because you'll regret it in the future. The heads will go rusty, they'll go all horrible, whereas at least these are, I'm assuming these are stainless steel bolts, because these are some 20 years old and still look like new. So nice, easy fix that. I mean, if the bumper's completely destroyed, maybe plastic weld it, maybe buy some of those clips, you know, the black ones that hold like bumpers and trims on, where you push one side in and then you push like a dowel pin through the middle to splay the clip. They'd work quite well in this scenario. Also, whilst you're here, if you're doing this job, it would be well worth cleaning your inner arches, because this one's not actually too bad because I've cleaned it already, but there's no real grime and crud there. This is usually where it rusts, and that's because that fills up with mud, and then over time it goes absolutely minging. This is actually pretty good. There's the Bilsteins all fitted. Lovely jubbly. Got me Nürburg Bilsteins. Much better suspension because the KWs on there were absolutely destroyed. They need a complete rebuild. All the shocks, you push them in and they stay in, which is not what you want. And it feels like a completely new car now. So massive, massive benefit from changing the suspension, but annoying because KW variant 3s are like 2.5 grand, but if they don't work, they are no good. Right, let's pop this last one on. I'll pop the inner arch in, pop that trim on, and then I'll lower the car down. We'll have a look at them with the wheels, because I think that's probably going to make it, isn't it? Let's go. So that is a nice little freshen up today. Got those rear spats on, got all the front grills painted and on, and I think those little subtle differences make a really big difference when you've got a 20 to 25-year-old car. Just neatening up the plastics, because this doesn't really have big plastics down the side, there's not a lot to do, but what there is, I think when you paint them back to like a gloss black, which is what modern cars would be today, it really lifts them up 5 or 10 years, makes them look a lot newer and a lot cleaner. And I'm sure you'd probably want that. That, or give them a good G-Technique trim restorer on the upper grille and on the rear grille, and you could have satin black, grey, whatever you want to have. You can have body colour if you want to paint them the same colour as the car. That would look pretty cool. But yeah, that is what I've got done today, and I think it makes a massive difference. I really like it. And with this car, it's all about the little things. I just want to make it a really, really nice car without doing too much. I mean, I know it's already got the Votex kit, which is pucker, well, on the front anyway. The side sills, I quite like the Votex side sills. However, I'm not trusted at speed bumps and curbs and things like that, so probably better not. And what do you think to the wheels? Ta-da! Now, I know some of you are going to hate them. Some of you didn't like them on the blue one, so I'll take it. But I think with the black decals and the black roof, I think it actually looks and works quite well. For the time being, they're going to stay because I really like them. I'll probably change my mind in 6 months to a year's time. You never know. But next, I need to move on to the interior. I've got loads to do. Got my meth kit sat on the side there, so we need to mount the tank, mount the pump, run the lines, speak to Badger about where to put the nozzles and all that kind of good stuff. And then moving on to some of the other interior stuff, because where the cage is, underneath the cage is just bare metal, and it looks a bit odd because it's got the boot mat, bare metal, then the carpet in the front. It doesn't all marry up quite right, so I need to address that because it annoys me. And try and get rid of a little bit of the noise, because there's quite a lot of road noise and I don't like it. But besides that, the car is really coming together, and I really like where it's going, just nice and clean, nice and simple, and what do they call it, timeless. That's what I'm trying to go for, that sort of timeless look. But enough of me waffling. Hope you've enjoyed that video. Let me know what you do. Would you have body colour? Would you have black like me, or would you not bother at all? Thanks for watching, guys. Until the next one. Bye for now.